And we're live. Send out the tweet. All right. We're doing this thing. Woo, doggy. This is the big one. This is the large Mexican cuisine dish. Pardon my burp. Pardon all my burps tonight. I'm having some digestive stuff going on, so... Yeah, this is Disco Elysium. I am finally going to do a full stream of Disco Elysium. Oh, it's a little eye up there. Because I gotta. Oh. No tutorial. Thanks, game. Alright. We're live. I'm full screen, so we'll have chat going on my phone. But I will also need the phone for character building, since I went to Twitter and asked Twitter what kind of build I should do. I am not turning on Twitch integration, because I don't actually want other people intruding very much on the decisions I make in this playthrough. But... Alright. So, they start us with these 3 archetypes we could pick: the thinker, the sensitive, and the physical. But that is, we will not be taking any of them. We will be taking our own character. Gets things done, but dumb as a rock. All right. So let's pull up the list that I was given. I accidentally started Burrito Bison Lancha Libre. No, that's not what we're doing right now. Get out of here, Lancha Libre. No. Oh no. My phone. I don't know how to turn it off. All right. So. This is... Let's get all these bad boys down to 1 and then build from there. All right. So we've got 8 points to distribute here. Your musculature. How strong you are. Okay. So, the guidance that I got from Twitter says that physique is the strongest and needs to be, and with psych just a little bit behind that. Right now I'm terrible at everything. Let's just start the game. How many ways could I die in my hotel room? A couple. So, let's see. I have 8 points to distribute. I need to distribute them... 3... 2, I guess put that at 4, put you at 3, nah, that doesn't quite reflect what people said, so let's suck 1 point out of each of these guys. That is what the chart that is what the vote on Twitter looks like. That is, boy, am I immediately uncomfortable. Hey, Vin, I am immediately uncomfortable with what a stupid detective. I'm going to be running through this. But he's going to be pretty in touch with his feelings, and he's going to be very good at punching people. Like, this is basically what the Twitter vote looked like. Awful motorics, bad intellect, not a very... and then pretty good psyche and really good physical. So this is the distro. All right. Fuck, this is gonna suck. Alright, and then do I... Oh, that's right, I get to set a signature skill. Alright. For each? Yeah, I set a signature skill for each, don't I? Do I? No, I get 2 totals. No, I see, okay. It's been a second. Alright. So, these are my... What? 24 skills. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be damn hard to kill. That is true. Volition 4, Endurance 5. I'm also going to have to be, like, actively stopping my brain from making me beat people to death. I mean, Rodrigo, you're welcome to do whatever you like. Thanks for popping in. All right. So do I get a physical skill? I get do I get it? No, I only get one signature skill. Fuck. All right. What does it do? It just gives it an extra point. Okay. So I didn't find my brain super violent, but I leaned into sturdiness. Yeah. Like, what is half-light? Let the body take control. Threaten people. Let the body take control. Let the body take control. Like, it ain't gonna be electrochemistry. Like, I do plan to play a straight edge character. Just because, like, I'm still trying to, like, play the best version of the character that I can. Signature Shivers would be interesting, but Shivers is not actually very useful. Shivers is fun. It's already at 5, though, and there's a lot of ways to raise Shivers. Like, there's a lot of thoughts that raise Shivers. Like, I'm tempted... Fucking authority. It is tempting to me to make one of my psych skills, but I don't think I should. I think I'm gonna put it into pain threshold. I like that as an idea for a character. Just really fucking hard to hurt. All right. And that's it, right? Here we go. Disco Elysium. So I did take the compromise on the voice acting. So it is, the Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. So I do have it set to the psychological voice acting. So I will be reading any of the mental narration, and I'll let the characters do any of the acting. There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your conscience ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. Simply keep on non-existing. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. God, they started off early, don't they? What was that about the ex something? An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. No, I wanted to know about the X something. X love, X tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here, some of it irreversible. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Do you really? I do. Let me off. You wouldn't like it if I told you what's back there. Why do you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself? Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef? Inland Empire. Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Tell me, what's waiting for me? There's this giant ball there, and evil apes. And the evil apes are duking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes duking it out on a giant ball. How big is the ball? You can't even make out it's a ball when you're duking it out. It's that large. How small are the apes? Infinitesimally small. And this duking it out, I keep hearing about. What's that? Vying for resources? It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose. That's sad. Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. What do you mean, drowned? You lost. Open your eyes. Tragically, this character build means that we will not get the most signature Disco Elysium experience, which is, of course, waking up and immediately dying from trying to retrieve your necktie. We've got way too much health for that. Couple rules for this playthrough. First and foremost, I will not be save scumming. I'll save to end stuff. Yeah. Lamppost in Winter was the one person who voted for Motorix, apparently. No, Motorix got it in the teeth. So yeah. I have detective mode on, by the way, to make life slightly easier for myself. So yeah, no save scumming allowed. Which will be hard at certain points, especially because I can't fire a gun for shit. And try not to say the detective's name. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I think it's a good spoiler to learn. And then, yeah, just generally, I'm not going to talk much about spoilers. I'm not going to turn on the Twitch integration unless people really ask for it. Like, it seemed a little weird to have, like... It's going to be my choices, and I'm going to be trying to make something of a happy story here, because I think it's a good happy story. So, let's start, as all good happy stories start, by trying to put on our pants. Item gained. Flare-cut trousers. Perception. Hearing. Oh god, our perception sucks shit too. I forgot that that's what is the Twitch integration? You can vote on dialogue choices sometimes, and you can vote to either buff or debuff my stats, is what it said. Maybe we'll fuck around with it at some point, but it's very weird to me for this game. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Fish them out. It says, whirling in rags on the aluminum key ring. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Item gained. Disco ass blazer. Giving me +1 esprit de corps. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. And then these are giving me -1 to savoir-faire. I was doing better naked. There we go. Don't want to lose my savoir-faire. I'll put the savoir-faire. I think I might get comments if I walk around without pants on. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They are someone's piss-soaked, rum-stained party pants. The writing on this game is very, very, very hard to beat. Alright, and here is where many people die in their first run through this fucking game. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Savoir-faire that's Motorix, and it's gonna suck. Let's turn off the fan first. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. Alright, even chance. This is a white check. You may retry it. Hey! Yeah, yeah, we're all enjoying. Yeah, so as I've alluded to a couple times, I died for the first time because I built my first character was had 1 physique, which means they had 1 hit point, and reached up for this, failed, and died. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. Warning! Warning! The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Pain threshold. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance in your retinas. It's almost pleasurable. So again, that is a point where you can, yeah, we can all psychically hug. That is another point where you can take some damage if your pain threshold isn't high enough when you turn on the light. Fun fact, so right now, my face is, let's check out the necktie. Yeah, the necktie, the horrific necktie. +1 to Inland Empire. That's nice. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Yeah, so if you never look in the mirror here, this just remains your portrait the entire game, I believe. So these green orbs are just observation points. See bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really? Nothing? Really. All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. With all the synapses you extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here. I do like the preface. But yeah, let's experience the expression. My phone beeped. As you slowly reach your hand toward the surface of the mirror, abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. What? What's wrong? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. I'm sorry. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it, and it doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Wipe the mirror now. Behold! You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Let's see. We are not superstars. We are... I also asked people to weigh in on capo type. So the capo type we're going for is Apocalypse Cop. So this is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Okay. Oh my God, you can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion that you're trying to convey? God, the writing in this game is so good. Right from the fucking start. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. I promise. Lie. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something. Oh, man. We are so dumb. I'll try this. I'll try this encyclopedia. We are so freaking dumb. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. No. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Alright, I'll try it. It's a white check. Doesn't hurt. It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Alright, so we are stuck making the expression. Alright, let's check the tape recorder. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. And I do have detective mode on, which will highlight stuff for me because I don't want to miss anything. And I don't want to miss a thing. Like my shoes. Green shoe, left foot. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Yeah, shiny patterns on the wall. The curtain. My shirt. Anything that raises any of my intellect skills is going to be good. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Even when I dream of shoe. I don't think the other shoe is in here. So let's greet the world. Alright, we're actually walking normal now, so that's great, even with missing our one shoe. There we go. Hey, there's something on the table. Hell yeah, we'll steal some random change off the table. What class did I start with? Nutley Gaming, I asked Twitter what my skills should be, and I had people vote. So this is a custom class, and it's kind of a weird one. It is 5 physique, 4 psyche, 2 intellect, and 1 motorics. So we're a real sensitive meathead. It's muscle vibes. Muscle vibes, no brain. And real clumsy.
Hello, officer.
College says it's March, the year is 51. Well, let's talk to this nice lady. The young one. So again, the way I have it set is there's a setting for the voice acting where the other characters where the characters all talk, but not the voices, the internal narration. So I'm going to handle that. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Okay. Chief Technical Officer?
No, you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Say, in truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Oh, man. I'm playing the game to play the game, right? Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Physically. Holy shit! Try the expression? Come on, why are you still doing this? I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still, does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And no, it never stops. Goodbye.
All right, well. He actually clicked the door. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe le Monde. All right, let's go meet the best character in video gaming. Kind of sad to miss out on a certain phrase. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I didn't try that before. So, yeah, sometimes I'm gonna succeed. Yes, Gart. Gart, my all-time favorite character in a video game. All right, here we go. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul is immense. Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. Whether they like it or not, ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. What should I sing when it comes to it? You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You'll wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Lamentation sounds good. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Hey, Gart. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposefully ignoring you. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
That is a good Gart voice. Gart, 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 Gart. He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs... sorry, I gotta get my logic voice going. Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things?
You see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Well, what's the
I have
difference?
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Well, where did this Sylvie
She
go?
just, you know,
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now. One of the things about this, the menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. One of the things about this game is you really do have to follow every little thread, because they can have weirdly important things. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Oh, hey, free health. I mean, it's going to be a long time before I need to heal my health, but... The door is bolted. A sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. There's a door out over there. A sign reads, Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. We all miss Gart.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods toward the man in the orange bomber jacket. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You were sure of this. But why? Hold on, who is he to me? He is your half-brother. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. I'm not going to call Kim a slur again. I'm not save scumming this one. I can't. I mean, I do have like wicked high. I have pretty high authority, so I might actually be able to get away with it. But not calling him a slur. But this is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Fuck. Raphael Ambrosius. Conceptualization. Failure. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It's so cool. You instinctively run your hand over your multi-patterned orange tie. The sensation of wrinkled silk somehow makes the name sound even cooler.
More classy. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop.
Oh, they left in the narration on that one. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said. Just moves
it
on.
looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. What
At the
interviews?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface, prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't. Oh, was that the tie talking? Oh, it was the tie talking. Okay.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead bodies.
But did you take it down from the tree?
Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree. Don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
How can you be so sure I'm from the
I was
police?
sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles?
Yes.
But they're just white
They're
rectangles.
not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You don't have a badge?
I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
What if I told you I'm not really a police
We
officer?
all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police
Oh,
officer,
Kim.
I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the
God,
dead
Kim's
body
really
should
in
be
love
our
with this
number
dead
one
body.
concern.
Yeah, a painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do it.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's go.
After you, officer.
Kim is doing so good at not being deeply, deeply fucking annoyed by me right now. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
Right.
It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the
Oh, was there the Harbinger of Ruin? Shit, I missed it.
Taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
I'm sorry. God, I will try to catch back up. I'm genuinely worried I might have just missed the Apocalypse Cop thing. And I did say I would. I said I wouldn't. We've got an autosave right here. This is the only thing I swear that I will scum for is I just don't want to miss out on the entire Apocalypse thing. And it literally we just had the save there. That is probably the only hopefully that is the only thing that will actually get me to do that.
Mr.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
What?
The Harbinger of Ruin. Fuck. God, I love it. Nothing. I just wanted to see what happens if I say that. Now I do. But no, we're going to say the gloaming. I am it.
I have no idea what that means.
The human experiment will soon be over, Cafeteria Manager. It doesn't matter if you understand. Shit. Oh, those are both good.
What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do the job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the Cafeteria Manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the
You
lieutenant.
said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
He manages 3.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau.
Yay, he
I
called me
have
Detective
everything.
Cousteau.
You?
Oh, you mean do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says. Did you kill him, Gart?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, Gart. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable. Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then? He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through. Did you kill Sylvie?
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
You can't tell who the remark is aimed at, you or Gart. Very silent wave comes from the lieutenant, like the distant echo of a drum roll. It's approval. You have not entirely convinced me.
That's a real pity. She went away because none of your business.
She pertains to the coming apocalypse.
Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mystery solved! Wait, no. Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I'm very tempted to do the feminist one, but I like 3 is so good. Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Let's go.
That's all. In some way, when I originally wrote about this for the site,
So fast.
oh wait,
You owe me 130 real.
I called this a Twin Peaks simulator to some extent, but it's really a Dirk Gently simulator. No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but...
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Fuck. Fuck. Slip away unnoticed. One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furiously, with both hands. Why? The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? That's true, yes, and it's worrying, but let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him. Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him off? Why both?
Watch out!
Everything goes dark. Back so soon. This did not need to happen. I gave no such commands to my body. Those are the mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord is yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries. I don't know, that just came off as a lazy effort at reconceptualizing the antics of a shambling drunk. If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are. How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about money yet? I think the tiny apes have started screaming, yes.
Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face?
An old woman appears out of the blackness. No, I don't think so.
It's a joke, sweetie. I didn't actually think you saw the kind green ape of South Safra in a hostel in Martinez. That would be ridiculous. Are you okay?
The brain parts, like, so what I have, the way I have it set is that so any psychological voices that are part of your brain don't talk. So I just read those parts. Lost a little help there. No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscles. Pain surges down your back when you move. No, are you okay?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Pinball machine does not look good.
Sure, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place.
The man seems shaken by the incident.
The drinks
As
are
you
on the
would
house,
be.
Okay? There were
Wait, what?
of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for
What?
free.
That actually saved me a bunch of money.
That's 100 square.
It actually saved me a bunch of money. With your back against the cold mosaic floor, you feel the pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off. Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Fail forward. I love this game so much. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. Do I even have one? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Up on Marvel Hill? Why did you say that? Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I... Oh man, I didn't give Hobocop as an option. I don't think we're going to Hobocop this time. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building? You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Let's go to the thought cabinet. Yeah, I mean, we literally only have the one right now. Give me a little, I'll have extra encyclopedia for a minute. We'll internalize this one. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the race channel bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children, go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach the domain eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. All right, so that's going to be running for several hours. Most of the day. Let's talk to Lena now that we,
Hello, sweetie.
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I had once, winked twice, but then I lost her.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot! Fuck. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're dead. Haunting each other. We're ghosts.
Now.
She tilts her head as she looks up at you with maternal solicitude.
We are live. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is. Yes.
All I know is we are approaching the end times.
Perhaps, dear. Perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
She's perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse. It must be the end times. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Well, never mind. We're in this now. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first May bells blossom. You can feel it. A great cold. Then the shiver passes.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Fuck, so many good answers. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged. What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it.
Mm-hmm.
This was 42
As a
years ago.
cryptozoologist way of putting it. But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you? So, how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality.
It's a good voiceover.
It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial
sounds just like me.
troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. I was hoping you could be my sponsor.
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear.
Fuck.
With those strong arms of yours, but welfare checks aren't all they cracked up to be. My husband and I are barely scraping by.
She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. It's more like an appraisal you give to a healthy specimen. Let's go for the heartstrings. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but
Fuck.
I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
She unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste Summer 31. Dinghy races. What is to pawn?
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
Where can I pawn the pin?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone beside.
I didn't rob the poor woman.
That's
She
the
gave it
pawn
to
shop.
me.
An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest, Roy, appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy. This will help me out, Lena. Thanks.
You're quite welcome, dear.
Are you okay? I am very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out two guns, but drew out two birdies instead. Well, I'm glad you weren't injured.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion. A grenade? Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company.
I don't think I ever asked her about
It was a
this.
safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
She nods, smiling up at you from behind her glasses. There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago. How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
So this whole little bit is a reference to the fact that in an earlier build of the game, you could actually recruit Lena. Which would be great, because Lena's a great character. She's one of the best characters in the game who aren't Kim.
Perhaps another time.
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
All right. Very profitable. Let's talk to Kim. Let's just take a second and talk to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Well, why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Fuck. Fucking so good options. Okay. So the case probably isn't mysterious. But could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
Of course, the joke here is that there is, in fact, a sex angle. The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic. It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be sex murder.
That's commendable. Was there anything else?
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it, sit on a bit, then hit him with it. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Let it go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me about it. What told me
You
before.
want me to brief you?
Brief, yes. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report for the security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should report the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on. And the RCM is?
That's us, the Ravachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Secret task complete. Actually, I have all I need for now. Oh, okay, it's a white check. We can retry it. So let's do it. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. No. Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. No response. He just arches his brow. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the décompotage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this. So what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I am afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking deep neurological damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Fuck. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncaught material, if you say so yourself. I'm not going to call him that. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
Yeah, dear video game, you are not going to make me say anything mean to Kim. You could use a good normal pair yourself. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seoulite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seoulite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask again. Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. Well, so what can I do about it? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak? Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or
I
anything?
can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special. That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Well, what if I want to work this case alone?
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
I know what the RCM is.
That's good.
But what if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours.
We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation.
All right. Good talk with Kim. And out we go into Revachol. This might take a second to load. Oh, hey, there's my shoe up there. I should go get my shoe. This will take a second, but I should probably get my shoe. Ooh, a thought. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. Does the bonus change when you have just one? You don't get any bonus from it with just one. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. This idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very smug. I should not... I'll think about it. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. Doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses. A long-form journey of self-discovery out to the balcony to get my shoe. Oh, shit. Can I get there? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Green shoe, right foot. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. You may be what they call a big dick cop. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. And so, yeah, and now we're getting +1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. Our savoir-faire is really in the toilet here. We are neither savoir nor faire at the moment. I'm hearing good things about the massive bonuses from these cigarettes. Locked door. Not ready to talk to her again yet. All right. Let's go check out this body. I wonder if I'll be able to, given my stats, I wonder if I'll actually be able to get the body down without horrifically puking. Especially since I filled up my thought cabinet already, so I can't. Oh, wait. Hello. Some of the Hardy Boys? Yeah. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. You've just picked up some magnesium. It heals physical damage. Let's do this. Let's wake him up. We already... modifiers ruckus talking to Gart and crashed into wheelchair. There's only one way to awake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane, rip the buildings from the earth. No words. Just a primordial scream.
Why the yelling, man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled.
Congratulations. You've seen the future.
The workers...
If you excuse me again, officer.
The worker sinks back onto the table, ready to continue his nap. Officer? Even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least. Alright, let's ask some questions. See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a mausoleum? The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses. No mausoleums. Just quality time.
Again, a text from my lovely lady. A little me time in the abyssopelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection. One moment. All right. Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this. How's that going?
How's it going?
The dock worker lets out a big yawn, then stares at the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Of course. It's a total madhouse. No, I've almost never been outside of this building.
Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I get you some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. I just getting some sleep. Or was.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him. Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from the trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch. Another one falls in a manhole. A third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
Oh shit, stray dogs.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then who is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it, and it looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here. The trouble is already here. Or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree?
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, callers. There's only one thing they know well. How to wreak havoc.
Wait, who says that?
Everyone. It's a local rumor.
You're not going to get more out of me. You're saying things might get violent around
You
here.
heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So, Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepy here. That doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective. Yours? Point at the bottle in the spilt rum.
Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that.
All right, I'll let you sleep. The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. All right, let's go see the corpse. Nice pronunciation guide. All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. What am I doing? Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. What do I see? Gray sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. What is in the west? Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean, wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet. Beyond the Bay of Revachol, ghosts rise into the sky. Who are you, ghosts? The skyscrapers of the Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there? Will I? No. You are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day. What is down the shore? Urban coastline, rain dripping off at termite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. And beyond that? Coal City, end of all lines. Run your fingers through your dampened hair. What's in the east? Oh, sorry. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Clench your teeth to stop shuddering. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers slick with rain. The great Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow. And before that? You, on the Martinez Plaza, a small dot looking up at the sky. Droplets form on your eyelashes. And beyond that? More like Cole Ross City. La Drizienne, King Driss's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. What is across the distributary? Coron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. What is beyond the Coron? A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. What's in the north? Capeside apartments, tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. And closer to here? A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. What's in the south? A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. What's on the other side? The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. What is Jamrock? Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home. Where the hood? Where the hood? Where the hood at? Have a brother in the cut where the wood at. That's a joke. Why am I not there? To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. What am I doing here? Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. Where do I live? On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises. You cannot return. Shudder. Look further. In the rain-swept distance above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite Officer Jean Vicamare rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite officer Vicmare passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
Where's your homo, homie?
What?
It's not like that. They are what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Hetero, sexual, life, partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... JD went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't like. Drink with him over the weekend.
Those fucking guys.
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
What's above? Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
All right, let's go get a raincoat. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be lots of dialogue that I never saw before, that other people didn't see before. Like, that is part of this game, right? Like, that's the whirling in rags still. I can zoom out. We'll talk to that asshole later. Is this the free? Yep. I love Shivers. Shivers is so good. There's so much good Shivers stuff. I didn't make Shivers my signature just because, like, it's not actually very useful, but... A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Terror Machine. The Terror Machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents. What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see. And how do I pick up tear for the Terror Machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Yellow roses. Dozens of them. Tulips, too.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's the magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3
I think
T's?
they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile. Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Really?
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
No, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Now, can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or...
No, I meant the physical reality.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I meant where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind or as a nation
As a
in
mankind.
a good place.
She rubs her face, thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
She shrugs, then folds her magazine back. What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work. What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy.
Well, what about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition. What's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
She taps the magazine on the counter. I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Cool.
She seems happy to return to her reading. A knick-knack stand. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Freet slogan on the back. What's that? Point to the raincoat.
What? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
We do not have 4 real. We have 40 cents, so... Let's go pawn the pin, and then come back and get a raincoat, and then we'll finish out by going to see the body! Not gonna talk to the racist guy yet. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Oh. Stop. Between those trucks down there. Smokes. Go get them. Down here? I mean, I'm being straight edge, but I smoke, right? Everybody smokes. +1 intellect, -1 health. Excellent. How do I use them? Oh, there we go. There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into the fire for you. Pull one out of the pack. You picked the best one! This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Oh, yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Light it up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire, a primal satisfaction. Here we go. What are the repercussions if I do this? Repercussions? Oh, there's a high chance of glory, with a mild chance of cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everyone knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own... Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Light it up. Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe it in. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself, the man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back. And he's chill as balls. All right. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pop at water anymore. There's a tree in it. Is this the pawn shop? God, there's so many people to talk to. This is going to be a lot. Yeah, Roy's Pawn Shop. This is going to be a long set of streams, and I'm very happy about it. I'll stream it again on Tuesday. This is going to be Sunday and Tuesday nights for the foreseeable. Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. A shelf of boomboxes. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. Stand on the tips of your toes to see more. One especially catches your eye. Deep golden amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Gold and orange. A sunset suite. Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel format. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
That's all. Fuck. A tequila sunset. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. Let your gaze run over the streetlight. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room. Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where did you get
It
this?
was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash. Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the glass. What do you mean transformations?
Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring.
He throws you a look of weary
The
patience.
most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Okay, that checks out. All right. Sadly, we do not have 700 real to buy the streetlight, which I believe does nothing, and you just kind of drag it along behind you. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Wait, win her back? Yeah, buy something nice, a figurine. This sounds off. You should not trust this guy. Big men on big horses, clad in laminar armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets. Are these Royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines in rags. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the Royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Fuck me, that's such a good game. It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Failed. Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly. Oh, Cookie's coming to visit me. Hi, Cookie.
What
Cookie
can
the
I
cat.
do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
He responds, unimpressed with your snobbery. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Okay, he's definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answers. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud. There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector.
I never put on the tie in my first game. It's very good. I have this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions.
Don Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
320? Hey, that's a ripoff.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay, but can you hold on to it for a few days before putting it up for sale? I promise to give the pin
Sure.
back.
I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now. Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
How does this...
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Do I drag it? I never did the tie stuff, no. How do I sell it? Oh, up there. There we go. All right.
Another time, perhaps.
Ah, now that we've had a strange tie incident. Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward? Lucky bastard. He's probably on Perholodon. It's tough to come by on the street. Perholodon? What is that? Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. My first run is non-canonical. You're absolutely right. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects. And it makes your eyes turn yellow. So, where does it... No, he won't tell me. Sir, can you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something. Like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket. Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having. No.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take Royalist for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days. The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator
No
failed?
one's. Everyone's.
Sorry, I'm moving my leg right now so the cat can get comfy. He sighs and shakes his head. So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah. You gotta get in on those vortices, my man. I am being straight edge. I am not going to ask for drugs in front of Kim.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
Do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day. All right, last thing we're going to do, especially since I still actually can't afford the, oh, can't get to the door, there we go. Can't buy the raincoat, don't have enough money. I don't remember to get the tear bag. I think it's just over. Let's use the mouse instead. We're not going to talk to our guys yet. The pathfinding is not amazing. Hey, puppy. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need a pastime when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is not here. Fuck you, mail delivery box. There's a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the La Aventurier mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Ooh, you really showed that mail collection box.
You think so? You think it was cool?
I don't. Let's go.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for. Good mail delivery box. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. I don't remember where to get the bag. I'll have to look up where to get the bag. Alright, and this is how we will... Have I killed Measurehead yet? No, I have not killed Measurehead yet. Here we go. This kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. There was ever such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno.
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthful.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself. The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear. You've got a good hand, kid.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? What's the matter? Kuno's got you cornered. Nothing to say.
He's swaying from side to side like a vicious
Who's the man
rooster.
now, huh? Kuno's the man. You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up. What was that, Kuno? Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
I see what you mean, or it was like, what
You
forces?
will see.
Are you kids siblings?
What the fuck are you talking about? He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Look, I have questions for you.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Well, can I be a pain? I have a $100 Visa gift card. Can I split my payment to 2 separate cards? I have no idea. The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed.
Do you know how
Kuno
I got
was
up there?
down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel. That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head.
Man, the voice acting is really adding a lot to Kuno, and Kuno was already the best part of this
You
game.
wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame. It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The city of rage. That's it. And it's not lame. Lame. That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
Have you seen anyone suspicious
Just
around?
a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard Kuno. When I played through the game, I did so before there was the voice acting.
Get lost.
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
I might have questions later.
Yeah, whatever.
I gotta
Give
ask.
a shit.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. Kuno. Primal. Violent. Kuno? Sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabbit Kuno shit.
Yeah, no, it's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry, Vin. I've let everyone down. He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Pig's got Kuno. Help! Ray!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm not doing anything, see?
Everybody, please! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez. Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming. You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it. It's not as bad as it feels. You've maybe pulled a joint. The indignity makes it worse. Say nothing. Try to hold it together. Try really, really hard to hold it together.
Pig's biting down on his knuckles. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno?
Stay with me. The biting is having some kind of effect. The pain is receding.
Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
He's writhing with joy, like the power you gave him is too much to take. The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has succeeded.
Shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up.
The one behind the fence hisses like a lit fuse ready to go off from delight. Somebody call an ambulance. I think I really hurt myself.
Officer, you need to get up. This is turning into a farce.
That's what you get if you fuck with the Kuno. You get fucked up.
Kim, help me up. Stop laughing. The creature behind the fence makes it a point to laugh even harder. Oh shit.
Fuck him.
He bursts into a violent fit of laughter. It sounds like a flock of seagulls taking flight. Yeah, I deserve this.
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared.
Yeah, laugh it up. Let's just get back to it. I've still got 2 morale and a healing. I have a magnesium. There we go.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo. Beat your fucking knee off.
I told you not to tempt such forces.
Ooh, I got an achievement, baddest of the bad cops, I think, for annoying Kim.
Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
All right. And that's going to be it for tonight. Next time we will start, on Tuesday we will start, I've encountered an error. What? We will, we'll begin dealing with the body. Save game. All right. Have a good night, everybody. So far, so good. But bad also. Also very bad. Tried to fucking hit the kid. Didn't go well. What a good game. Good night, y'all.